Welcome to Science Access. In today's class, we're going to be dealing with problem solving or how to solve calculation questions in permutation in mathematics. In my previous class, I did introduce permutation and combination. If you know you have not worried that was so that you have the foundation to, or you know the formula and how to go about solving questions in permutation. Now, let's take the first question. In how many different ways can you arrange 4 books on a shelf from a group of 7? Now, 4 books on a shelf from a group of 7. Now, the formula for permutation remains, and this is arrow, all right? N factorial, n minus arrow factorial. Now, n remains the number of items or objects, distinct objects. In this case, 7 distinct objects. While arrow is actually the object to be arranged. 4. Arrange 4 books. All right. So where you see n, you put your 7. Where you see arrow, you put your 4. So let's just put 7 factorial all over what? N minus what? 7 minus 4 factorial. This will give us 7 factorial. This will give us what? 3 factorial. And this will give us 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 3 times 2 times 1. This cancel out this and carry out your normal multiplication and you get your answer. So let's quickly do the multiplication. We have 7 times 6 times 5 times 4. What is our answer? 840. So how many different ways? 840. And the second question is, how many different arrangements can be made by taking 4 of the different letters of the word faculty? All right, 4 of the letters or alphabet. I use the word alphabet. Alphabet of the word faculty. Then all the alphabet or letters of the word faculty. So remember, the most important thing you have to note when solving this is this. If you take a look at the alphabet, no one is repeating itself. In my next video, I'll be telling you how to solve questions where you have the alphabet repeating themselves. All right. So in this case, nothing is repeating itself, so it's quite straightforward, very easy to solve. So let's take the first one, 4. In this case, you apply the same rule, the same formula. And here is what? How many alphabet do you have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So n remains 7. In this case, we are only interested in 4 in this part A of this. So arrow is 4. So it remains n factorial 7 or 7 factorial all over 7 minus what? 4 factorial. And what is our answer? This is 7 factorial and this is what? 3 what? Factorial. Just the way the previous one. And if you expand it, you have your answer is what? 840. Let's just do it. You have 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. This will have 3 times 2 times 1. So if you cancel out this, and what do you have here? 840. So the answer is quite simple. But the second one is all the letters or alphabets of the word faculty. All right. So in this case, you have your arrow is equal to what? N all over what? N minus arrow factorial. Now in this case, n remains 7 factorial. Why n here also remains 7. Then arrow remain what? Arrow in this case, all the letters. We are interested in all the letters. So in this case, arrow is also 7 factorial. So we now have 7 factorial all over 0 factorial. Remember, I made mention in my introductory class that 0 factorial is 1. The answer for 0 factorial is 1. So we have 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 all over 0 factorial is what? 1. So if you take a look at it, when you did the multiplication, you have 840. So I'll just use 3 and 2 to multiply what? 840, and that will be your answer. So You have your answer as well, 5040. So this answer, the number was how many different what arrangements? The number of different arrangements is what? 5040. So it's a very simple question. A simple question is being displayed on the board. Solve it and drop your answer in the comment section. In my next video, I'll be dealing with answering questions that involve letters repeating what itself. Thank you for watching.